I use AI in all of my side hustles. Today I'm going to show you how I create a medium content book. Remember, medium content books are the ones that sell, not low content books.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
I'm going to show you from start to finish how I create all of the images for this coloring book through AI, how I format it really easily for KDP, and how I don't violate Canva copyright. Let's dive in. I always start with my research in BookBolt. Yes, I'm an affiliate for them because I love them and use them every day. Links down below, but let me show you where to start. Here I go to my product search and I type in the keyword of what I want to do, maybe a theme I want to think of. So you can see here some other ones that I've worked on. I want to do a unicorn maze. I'm going to click on that. And here it shows me what the best sellers are, what keywords I need to use. There are a lot of other options in here, like you can come down here to the keyword generator, to the seller. You can look up a specific book by who sold it. I kind of stick in this product search range. It gives me everything I need to know. So I see here, when I first look here, March 2023, that shows me that this recent book is still selling and it's selling very well. I don't rely on counts from something that comes from 2019. I feel like it's so old. How do I know that wasn't like peaking back then, but not hot now? So I always look at what's hot in the last year. And I see that unicorn maze books, you'll see this theme of unicorn, mermaid, princess, all hot keywords, right, for kids, is doing very well. It makes an average of 314 sales every month. It's got 45 ratings, 4 out of 5 stars, 4.5 out of 5 stars. It's doing really well. As I scroll down, this one from 2022, it's still doing well. Here's another one from 2022. Here's one from 2023. Another great 124 sales a month. This one's a little expensive in my mind. I try to keep mine around $6, $7, but it shows me that there's enough here for me to move forward with this idea. So now I'm going to start with my BookBolt creation. Let me show you what I do. Come over here on the left-hand side and I click Create and BookBolt Studio. This is a book I previously created, unicorns, castles, and butterflies. Again, I'm hitting all those keywords. That other one was mermaids, princesses, and unicorns. These are other top keywords and I decided to kind of make my own. But let me go ahead and show you how to create a book from the very beginning. Project, new project. Okay, yes, it's going to be paperback, cover, and interior. I'm going to name this Unicorns 2 because I've already done another unicorn maze book. Here's where I pick the size. This is going to be my final print size, 8.5 by 11. Black and white interior, white paper. I choose no bleed. Now here, the minimum count you need to use to create is 24. So I'm going to do that for now, but I usually make mine about 100 to 110 pages. That's so I can keep it in that $6 range. I have done 200-page coloring books before, and it makes me charge so much for it that I don't feel like it's a really good deal. So I try to keep it around 100 pages. So I'm going to create project, and here it is. This is my front page, and as I scroll through the rest of the pages, everything's ready, kind of a blank canvas. So first of all, here's a little workaround that I invented or created a while ago because I was always stressing about the edges of the photos going all the way to the bleed or to the trim or not. So here's a way that I guarantee every time the book exports, it uploads to KDP just fine. I want to create one background white page that extends all the way past the trim size. That way the computer or the formatting in KDP reads, oh, your image has extended all the way past the trim size.
Yeah, clear as mud.
So I'm going to, first of all, get my rectangle, have it cover the entire page, change the color to white. Now I'm going to download just this page. Now I upload it again. Come here to my photos. It's actually downloaded as a PDF, so I'm going to upload the PDF. Remember, I didn't have any margins on this. Now, here it is. Now watch this. If I right-click on this and I use this file as a page template, I can apply this to all of my pages. So I'm going to select all except for the front page, the cover, I mean. And next, now, it's going to ask to resize and fill the whole paper. Yes. I don't want it to have margins, so I just want it to fill the whole paper and submit. So here I can check that if I come here to page 2 and click on it, see it has covered the entire page. let's go ahead and do the maze part. This part's fun, I like it. Come here to the templates. I choose maze. And now I usually do a variety of these mazes. I kind of use all of them, but I'm going to click on the round one first. Now I'm going to select what pages I want it to format on. I'm going to choose this first page. I'm going to do every other page because remember I want that coloring page to be on the second page. Let's just do these pages for now. I want it to be within the KDP margins. I don't want it to spread across the whole page because if I do, it'll go past that trim line. I just want it to be within my, like in the middle of the page. Next page after each puzzle is where I want the solutions to be. So that's where I'm going to put it. I don't want them all to be at the end because then you have to write above each solution. This is from the puzzle on page 2. This is from the puzzle on page 4. So this way it follows it right away. And next, and it's showing me where each solution is. And click submit. Here's my puzzle, okay, my maze. And then here is this one on the very next page. Now, I am going to make this smaller, okay, because I'm going to put a coloring page right here now. So let me show you how I'm going to do that. Let me go ahead and jump on over here to Open Art. And I don't know if you're familiar with how AI generated photos work, but you need to consider each style palette or model as a general template that was created. So when you put the parameters in there, it's going to recreate something according to that template. So if I wanted like an anime style photo, I would choose the anime one. However, we have here coloring pages as an option, and that's what I want. So I'm going to create with this particular model and click there. So you'll see here on the left-hand side, it says I chose coloring pages as my model. In here, it says a description of what that is, but I want a unicorn, one horn. I made that mistake before where I just put unicorn and it gave it like 3 or 4 horns. So I gotta be specific. Cartoon style, simple black and white cartoon book art. It's okay that it's repeated. In the style of, and then it says my model. Now, I always upload an example, just again so that the parameters are appropriate. So here's the image guide. Here's one of my previous unicorns that I made. Let's go ahead and work with the size. My art print, I want it vertical, about 4 by 5 to fit in the middle of that page. And let's click generate. You'll see here as it's generating, these are some Queen vibes only photos I generated through AI for some Tumblr wraps I'm making on Etsy. You can see it's a little bit different than the first one. It works out great. I'm going to go ahead and download this one. I'm going to switch my model. Let's do this one. This is the one I tend to lean on a little bit more. And this is what I think I was forgetting is the commonly used negative prompts. Click on general and I'm also going to click on people just so that it makes sure there's not extra limbs or anything like that. That kind of helps narrow it down. While this is generating, don't forget on my website, reneeclancy.com, all of this is written out for you along with a free digital download. If you're not quite sure which side hustle to start with, you can go there, and it's kind of a personal reflection page to help you determine what side hustle is best for you. I'm going to find another unicorn I had that was really different. I really like this one. That's one I created before, so I'm going to download that one. I'm going to have them use that one as a style reference. And I want the influence rate to be pretty strong. Sometimes with these AI generated images, you do have to play around a little bit till you get one description that works, and then you keep going with that one. Okay, let's see. Hey, that's really nice. I like that one. Gives me variety. It's different. Everything's proportionate. Awesome. I'm going to download that one too. So now let's go ahead and jump back over to BookBolt. I would keep on doing this with the unicorns until I made enough images that I needed. I'm going to come here to the image, upload image. I'm going to upload this one that I liked, this one, and this one from that previous page. Okay, let's click on that. And it's going to put it right in the middle. Now look what happened. First of all, I just want to make sure, yep, it does extend all the way to the edge. So it's formatted for me. I don't have to worry about moving things around. But I do need to show that circular solution maze. So I'm going to click on here on the right-hand corner of the maze, move it to the top above my layers. And then I'm just going to move this over here. There. I'm going to click save. Then I would go ahead and move on. Here's this one. And then I would do the same thing for this one. Now, let me show you what I'm going to do with the cover. In Canva, I created this cover. Now, I need to tell you that I'm getting pretty annoyed with the worry about whether or not I'm violating Canva copyright. And you have to change a certain amount of the image in order to make it unique, so you're not just reselling that same image from before. And I hate having to worry about it. So just to let you know that moving forward, I'm going to start using Kiddle probably in the next couple of weeks, and I'll do a video on that.
Newsflash, sucker.
But let me show you how I started with this Canva example, and then I changed it up enough to make it my own, to make it unique. I searched unicorns. There we go. So as you can see, I started with this template and I started deleting things, moving things around. And this is what I came up with. I feel like it's different enough. Let me go. There you go. It's different enough that I'm not violating Canva copyright. I do like the design, but this is probably my last time using Canva for covers. So I downloaded that. Let's go ahead and jump back over to BookBolt. Now, watch what I did. On the front page, I want to do that same thing that I did with the other pages. Change the color. Okay, now I want to upload that cover page I made. Actually, I already have it uploaded here, so I'm going to go ahead and insert it. Now, I do need to stretch this to make sure it goes beyond the trim size, but that white page looks horrible. So I'm going to click on that, the color, and match it to the front cover. And there you go. Now you can leave it here, but I know people like to see examples on the back side of what it's going to look like. So what I did was I downloaded some of these example pages. Let's go ahead and do that now. And I'm going to download the image. Okay, make sure you go to upload PDF. Choose my PDF. There's that one. And here's the maze. You can only upload one at a time. Now I'm going to place the maze on the book. Let me make it a little bit smaller. I also love how it shows me what's already being used, because sometimes, I'm working with a lot of images and I worry about, oh no, have I used that one yet? Let me show you really quickly. If I come here to my uploads, look, it shows me which ones are already on a page, current project, preview. So preview means it hasn't been used yet. So I really appreciate that. So here's the other unicorn book I did. So I don't have to stress about, is this being used 2 or 3 times or not? Okay, let me show you how to put a shadow behind this. You could leave it like this, and don't forget to leave a little space for the barcode, but I like to do a little shadow. Then I just download it. I'm going to go ahead and download the entire project. Let me show you really quickly what I do on the next page. This is the one as soon as you open the book, it's right there. I'm going to, now I went back to Canva and I kind of adjusted that front page even more, and I made this. I'm going to add a this book belongs to. And there we go. Let's go ahead and look and see what it looks like as book view. Okay, everything is covered, extended. I have my examples on the back. This is going to print in grayscale. And then there we go. Maze on the left, coloring on the right, and then the solution. I hope that helped kind of give you a workflow about how to put books together, coloring books. Remember, medium content books are the way to go. Don't do low content books anymore. And good luck.